Okay, so here we are. What's your deck?
I have the Narukami.
Okay, and mine is a mix of Angel Feather and Kagero. We both know what our starter cards are going to be, our Vanguards, so yeah, we'll put those in place. We're going to have a shuffle of our decks. There we go, shuffling nicely.
Right, cut each other's?
Cut each other's deck, yeah. Cool.
Nice.
That's, yeah. And we'll roll a dice to see who goes first.
That'll
I
be
got
you
a
then.
6, so I'll go first. Okay.
Right.
So the first thing you do on a Vanguard game is you turn your Vanguard up. Stand up my Vanguard. There you go. Cool.
Draw a hand.
So we draw 5 cards for our opening hands. Okay. As per the rules, you can change up to 5, any 5 of those cards in your hand, once.
Once.
And in this instance, I am going to do that. I'm going to exchange 1, 2, 3 of my cards. So you put them back into your deck and you give it a shuffle.
I meanwhile will do the same, but with only one card.
And how many did I put in? 3. So I'm going to take 1, 2, 3. Sometimes you'll get a worse hand than you started off with. Most of the time you'll get a little bit closer to what you wanted. So I'll begin the first turn by drawing a card. On the first turn you can ride cards, but you can't attack. So my first action will be to ride the Dragon Monk Gojo on top of my Vanguard there. And I'm going to back it up with the Bouquet Toss Messenger from the Angel Feather clan. That's all I can do this turn. I can't attack, but what I can do actually on one of these, I can use his action, which is to tap the unit, which means to turn it to its side. I can choose a card from my hand, discard it, and draw a new card. So I will do that. I am going to discard a stage 3.
Discarding it?
Yes.
Mm.
And drawing a new card, which actually looks like it's been a good choice for me.
Mm.
And that is the end of turn 1 from my side.
Allow me to take mine then. Draw a card. Okay. I'm going to ride with the Rising Phoenix, and when I do, I can call my starting Vanguard to the rear guard.
Cool.
That's pretty much all I can do for the time being. What I will now do is attack your Vanguard, the combined power of 10,000.
10,000.
Yes.
My Vanguard has got a power of 7,000, so I will attempt to block that with a shield of 5,000, bringing mine to 12,000.
Okay.
You will need a trigger.
I will, which can only be done by the Vanguard. Unfortunately for you, I have indeed scored.
You have a trigger. So my Guardian failed, and I have to take a damage check. Nothing on there, and that goes into my damage zone, face up. And I believe that's the end of turn 1.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay, turn 2 for me. I draw a card, and now I ride. So first thing you do on your turn is you stand everyone up, and I'm going to ride onto here an Angel Feather. It's the Gatling Shot Barbiel, and I am going to back up with a second Gatling Shot Barbiel on my rear guard in the front row. You can only attack with rear guard in the front row. So My first action here is I'm going to turn this on its side and attack for 10,000 upon your Vanguard.
Okay. And with that, I shall block. Attack.
Okay. So that attack's blocked.
Yes.
Now I'm going to boost the attack of the Gatling shot Barbiel as my Vanguard with a 5,000 from there. He's got 10,000, so I'm attacking your Vanguard for 15,000.
I'm going to be brave here and I'm going to let you have that attack.
Okay, you're not defending.
No.
So I draw one drive trigger and it does nothing. There's no trigger there.
Okay.
So that's the end of my actions for this turn.
I must do my damage check. And there is no trigger.
Okay, that's the end of my turn and it's your turn.
Interesting draw I've got there. Right then, I shall now ride with the Shield Blade Dragoon. Awesome. You'll laugh at my hand in a minute. I cannot back it up with anything, so all I can do is go for, let's go for your Vanguard for a total of 13,000.
13,000 upon my Vanguard.
Yep.
Okay, this is where I'm going to attempt to block it. I'm going to use a shield of 5,000, bringing my defence to 15,000.
So once again, I must rely on a call of a trigger. Let's see if I get one. I do. You'll notice it is also a critical.
Oh, it's a critical trigger.
That means I can do 2 damage unless you can stop it with heal triggers.
Okay, so my first draw.
First draw.
No trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was about to do that.
Okay.
And my second damage, no trigger. So you see, I have taken 2 points of damage in that turn.
That's half a me.
And I believe that is the end of your turn.
That is the end of my turn.
So at the moment, it's 3-1. I draw my card. You can look, he can't.
That means it was really good. That's not fair.
It doesn't necessarily mean it was really good. It just means that they can look.
It was either really good or it was a heal trigger, so you're annoyed.
Well, what I will say is I'm going to make a trio of Barbiels.
What?
All 3 of my Barbiels are out. I haven't got 4 of those. That's some lucky drawing. And I'm going to ride my Vanguard with the Drill Bullet Genial.
Oh boy. I'm going to get hurt now.
Okay. I'm keeping my 1 remaining card in my hand. You'll see what that is. And you'll probably work out why. Okay. So, to start off with, I'm attacking your Vanguard for 10,000 against your defence of your power of 8,000.
8. That one I'm going to let you have.
Okay.
So,
damage check.
Plus 5,000 stand. I can't use the stand, but I can use the 5,000 to boost my Vanguard's defence.
So your Vanguard now has a defence of 13,000.
Yes.
Okay, so that means he can't attack it. Now, this Drill Bullet Genial has a special ability. It's automatic. It says when this unit attacks a Vanguard, if you have an Angel Feather Vanguard, which this is, this unit gets plus 2,000 until the end of that battle.
Right.
So, boosting it with that 5,000, I am attacking your Vanguard for 17,000.
17. I will force you to rely on your drive check.
Okay.
So, you'll only need the
Your
1.
defence is 18. So my first drive check, no drive. Second, no trigger. He escaped, but he lost his 10,000 shield in the process.
Okay.
It is your turn.
Draw a card. Right, now then. Decision time. Let's go with... I'm going to ride with the Djinn of the Lightning Flash.
I see.
Now then. I'm going to back him up on the rear guard with Plasma Bite Dragon. on one side, and the Dread Charge Dragon on the other.
Right, so you're bringing out the big guns.
I am indeed. That's why my hand has been so big up until now.
Haha.
My hand essentially had a grade 1, a grade 2, and grade 3s.
Haha.
Or like 3 grade 3s. So I was a bit stuck for a while, but now I can fight back a bit.
That's it. Even the most balanced deck, occasionally you will end up with a hand of 3s. So
let's see. Now what will I do first? Will I back him up? No, I won't. Okay, I'm going to attack this guy.
that guy.
That's 10,000.
10,000 against 10,000.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. In that case, I'm going to let him take the hit.
Okay. This one has the ability of when another of your grade 3 Narukami is placed on rear guard, as that was, this unit gets plus 3,000 until the end of the turn.
Okay.
So, it gets 13,000. Which is going to attack this guy.
That's going to attack that one. Okay. I'm going to actually block that one then.
Okay.
With Lightning Charger, who has a shield of 5,000.
Okay.
She goes into the drop zone.
And now finally I will attack with Jin of the Lightning Flash, who as the Vanguard gets a 4,000 attack bonus. So, and then with the boost of the Lizard Soldier Sighting is a total attack of 19,000.
19,000.
Upon your Vanguard, because it can only attack your Vanguard.
Okay. Now I could use a couple of 5,000 shield characters here to try and block that, but that would put me in an awkward position of him still only needing 1 trigger out of 2 to do damage. I am actually going to allow him to through with this particular attack.
You're going to let me have this one?
I'm going to let you have this one.
Okay. Drive check number 1. It's a heal trigger, but I can't use it.
Okay.
So I'll just give the 5,000 to old Jin there, making it 24. Drive check number 2 is a plus 5,000 stand trigger. That means I can stand up one of my cards and give it a 5,000 bonus.
Okay, so the first 5,000 was kind of lost.
Yep, I lost it because I wasn't expecting a stand, because you know. I will stand Dread Charge Dragon and give him 5,000.
Okay, well it's worth noting at this point that it wasn't worth me using those characters as shields because they would have been broken through anyway, so in this particular instance I made the right call there.
You get to do 1 damage check though.
I do. And there's no trigger on that. It's also a very good card that I didn't really want to lose.
Relief. I've just got to worry about the other one really, haven't I?
Yes.
So I'm now going to attack your Vanguard once again with the 15,000 that Dread Charge Dragon now has.
Okay. Now, since I don't really... Do I want to take another damage? It's questionable. I don't want to take another damage, so I'm actually going to put that 5,000 there to bring me to 15,000, and then add this 5,000 here, 20,000, and the 15,000 attack is blocked, but I lose those 2 cards there, leaving me with just my Vanguard and his backup.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay, I draw my card, and it is a level 1. Okay. So,
could still be useful.
In this instance, I'm going to call this chap, who's the Ironheart Masterma, and I'm going to back him up with the Demonic Dragon Madonna Joker, who is from the Kagero.
Okay.
This Ironheart Masterma has a special rule. When this unit attacks, if the number of cards in your damage zone is more than or equal to your opponent's, this unit gets plus 3,000 until the end of that battle.
Okay.
The Demonic Dragon Madonna gets plus 3,000 until the end of turn if an opponent's rearguard is put into the drop zone. While that hasn't happened, I'm going to attempt to make it happen by attacking for 17,000 with my Vanguard and the boost of the Bouquet Toss Messenger upon this particular rearguard here.
You're attacking my Dread Charge Dragon.
Yes.
How much was the amount again, sorry?
17,000.
Okay, I will block with a 10.
Okay, so I need a trigger to get through this. My first drive trigger has no trigger.
Second check.
My second check has a trigger and it's a heal.
Ah.
So I put that card into my hand and I heal my Dragonic Overlord.
This card is now defeated.
Yes, that rear guard has been defeated.
Which means you do get that boost.
And the 5,000 from the heal I am giving to him.
Oh, right.
So he has... I still have more damage, so he gets plus 3,000 for that, and 5,000 from the heal trigger gives him an extra 8,000, so he naturally is 16,000. I boost it with this one, who gets its special rule because I put one in the drop zone, plus 9,000, so I'm attacking for a total of 25,000 upon your Vanguard.
That worked out quite nicely for you, didn't it?
The key is to build these combos and do big damage.
25. Well, unfortunately for you, I have 2 10s.
So you blocked it with a 30.
I've blocked it for a total of 30.
So it was a nice setup, but it didn't pay off in that instance. On the plus side, I have healed one of my damage.
And you've taken out one of my rear guard.
Yes. So that is the end of that turn for me.
My go. Yeah, let's play that. Thunderstorm Dragoon.
Okay.
Right. Is going to attack your Ironheart Mastemma. That's 10,000.
You're attacking for 10,000. I'm against my 8,000. So I am going to... Ooh. Ooh. I'm going to allow it.
Okay.
That card has been put into the drop zone.
That leaves me with no choice but to go for your Vanguard with the Plasma White Dragon for 10,000.
10,000 against 10,000. I'm going to block it with a 5,000.
Okay. And now for my Vanguard's attack. And once again, it cannot attack a rear guard, so it has no choice but to go for your Vanguard. The total cost of this attack is 19,000.
19,000. I'm going to take the risk on the drive checks and block it with a 10,000, bringing my defense to 20,000. You only need one of your 2 triggers.
Trigger. Check 1. No trigger. Let's put you there. Check number 2.
That's a trigger.
It's a critical. As well.
Oh no. Disaster. So the shield is gone. You smash through it and I take 2 damage checks.
Damage check number 1.
Damage check number 1. It's a critical hit Angel. The plus 5,000 is not going to do me any good in this situation. Unfortunately.
No.
Damage check 2. Nothing. That's my 5th point of damage.
1 more point and I have the victory, folks. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. It's worth noting this is an experimental deck in progress. And it's no way a finalised deck.
Though you still have beaten me with it quite a few times.
I have, but that's mainly due to good drawing. Okay. Start of my turn.
Or bad drawing on my part.
Yeah, that. Okay. I'm actually going to call the one card I've got.
Okay.
Who's the Dragon Knight Nehalem. Okay. I'm going to go on the offensive. My first move is going to be attacking the Vanguard for 17,000 with my Vanguard and the Vukatos Messenger.
17?
Yes.
Okay, well in that case I will force you to rely on your drive check.
Okay, but I only need 1 trigger here.
Yep.
Okay, my first draw for trigger. No trigger.
Okay.
Second draw. No trigger. My Vanguard's attack fails.
Okay.
I'm going to attack your Vanguard one more time. I have no boosts here, so it's just 16,000 from those 2.
Okay, and once again your attack has been stopped with a 10.
Gosh darn. Nice work. So that's the end of my turn already. No damage inflicted. Nothing lost, nothing gained.
Right. here comes the point where I go aggressive.
You weren't being aggressive before?
Well, I'm being mean by boosting lots.
Oh.
So I've now got a full complement here.
Oh.
So...
I'm going to need to be extremely lucky with heal triggers.
Yes, you are. Because I'm now about to attack your Vanguard. It's Plasma White Dragon backed up by Lizard Soldier Ricky for 17,000.
17,000. So I need 10,000 to block this.
Yes, you do.
Which is not really good. I really shouldn't risk this. So I'm going to use 10,000 to block that particular attack.
Yep, using your Grade 2's ability to intercept.
Yes.
As well as the card
That's
in your
intercept.
hand.
Which leaves me with one card left in my hand. And it's worth noting, if you're not familiar, 6 damage will be the end of the game for me. So 1 hit without a heal trigger and I'm gone.
Next, my Thunderstorm Dragoon should be backed up by Red River Dragoon, attacking your Vanguard for a total of 18,000.
18,000. I do not have the capability to block 18,000.
In which case you must rely on your damage check.
And hope you don't get a critical.
I can't, it's not my Vanguard.
Oh, okay.
This is not my Vanguard's attack.
So this is basically, this is what the game comes down to. And it's only a stand trigger.
Ah.
I have lost.
Victory is mine.
I dealt a mere... How much damage did I deal to you?
You did 2.
So it was 2 against 6.
Would you like to know what this card was that I was holding on to?
What was the other card?
This has been in here all the while the other 3 Grade 3s were here. It was yet another Grade 3.
Oh.
This was my backup for if you pulled off more damage to me.
Okay, good game, good game. I'm putting my Vanguard out because I'm always sticking with the same Vanguard at the moment.
Same here.
It's generally recommended that you choose one card to be your Vanguard who hasn't got a trigger on it, a stage 0 without a trigger.
Yeah, because you won't ever get a chance to use it.
No.
Really.
And they usually have abilities that allow you to call them back or do other interesting little things with them. So, good game.
Yeah.
Put my deck on there. And Shake 2, good match.
Yes.
Good sportsmanship. Okay. That was our first Battle Report test video. I hope the camera didn't die while we were recording that. And have a great weekend. Or week.
Bye all.